it gives you the chance to do something spectacular. It's the perfect act in the story at the right time. You think you know what's coming, but you don't always get it.
You've made it this far. You've competed for the better part of 4 days. You've survived Amen Corner. And you can almost feel one arm slipping into the green jacket. A lifelong dream within your grasp. If only it were that easy.
What a time for an error like that.
15, that's a great spot, especially you have the crowds from 16.
16, they know what they're doing with the whole location. A lot of opportunity with a good shot there.
It's right at it. Oh, my.
When a player reaches this sacred part of Augusta National Golf Club, they are surrounded by a cathedral of pines and immersed in a cauldron of pressure. Where, come Sunday, one shot can bring a story to its end.
6-shot lead with which he began this day, an ever-increasingly distant memory.
Or better yet,
well, here it comes.
Make certain it lasts forever.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow!
For those chasing Masters glory, only a few nervous steps separate the 15th green of Firethorn from the 16th tee box of Redbud. Close in proximity, as stunning as they are serious. Nearly a century after the first Masters, this dynamic duo comprised of hole numbers 15 and 16 still stands as a challenge of both a golfer's skill and nerves, as Alistair McKenzie and Bobby Jones envision.
The course, it has a tremendous number of risk and reward holes. You had the excitement created by it being the first major championship, and you've got a pretty potent mixture right there, haven't you?
Historically, number 15 plays as one of the Masters' most gettable holes. The second of 2 reachable par 5s on the second 9, it is a preeminent example of risk-reward.
I guess I made a bogey and a double bogey here last year as well as an eagle, so the hole has got a lot of variety and can be tough but can be easy.
Attack the narrow, sloping green in 2 and secure a chance for a late-round eagle.
Right there. Right there.
Or lay up and face one of the most daunting wedge shots in the game, where a modicum of momentum in the wrong direction can change the entire tournament.
Hit it fat.
Uh-oh.
No, stay up.
That's a goner.
And perhaps it's that duality, that wonder of what will happen, that seems to produce magic. What just might be the greatest golf shot in the history of the sport was struck here. In the final round of the 1935 Masters, Gene Sarazen came to 15 trailing Craig Wood by 3 shots. From 235 yards away, the Squire, as he was called, roasted a 4-wood and holed his second shot for a double eagle that would tie him for the lead. The shot heard round the world catapulted the Masters into the public eye. The news of Sarazen's triumph graced the front page of papers and was the lead story on radio broadcasts across the globe.
When I hit the shot, I just had a feeling it was going straight for the green. It hit short of the green and it bounced on and finally went into the hole.
The historic ball and club are still on display today in Augusta National's trophy room. In 1955, to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the famous shot, the Sarazen Bridge was dedicated, just short and left of the green, adding to the list of iconic landmarks that can be found throughout Augusta National.
Yeah, thank you. Give her a try.
In 1986, 46-year-old Jack Nicklaus was a 5-time Masters champion, written off by journalists who believed his days of winning majors were over.
Flash right back to that Sunday in 1986 when Nicklaus won. They've had a lot of golden Sundays here, but I don't know if there's been a more golden one than that.
The Golden Bear began the second 9 with birdies at 10, 11, and 13. Reinvigorated, he stood atop the hill at number 15, sun at his side, ready to seize his moment.
I turned to Jackie and I said, how far do you think a 3 will go here?
He was a little pumped up. He had, I think, 214 yards. He told me before he hit the shot, he says 3 would go a long way right now.
And he's got a chance. He's got a very, very good chance.
A remarkable long iron to 12 feet set up an eagle, and his quest for a 6th green jacket was on.
Yes, sir! There's life in the old bear yet.
For every miracle, there is a misstep, where the thrill of victory walks side by side with the agony of defeat. A thin line, a razor's edge. In 2019, Italy's Francesco Molinari arrived at 15 in a tie for the lead. But after a poor tee shot forced him to lay up, Molinari was faced with a 79-yard nightmare.
I think this might have hit the tree.
The double bogey, paired with Woods' birdies at 15 and then 16, paved the way for Tiger's 5th green jacket.
The return to glory.
Let me give you a little description about the 16th hole. This is a 190-yard hole, a par 3, and the tee extends deep back into these Georgia pines. It has a body of water from the tee all the way to the green. This is a hole that its scenic beauty rivals that of any in the world.
The atmosphere and the aura that seep into your bloodstream on the short walk from 15 to 16 must be intoxicating. You, your caddy, and the spirit of every great player from the past century.
You see Snead on the right there wearing his traditional hat.
Surrounded by an amphitheater of patrons, each without a phone and each fully aware of the history playing out before them. Then you look up, across a pond that stretches all the way to the green, the traditional Sunday hole location tucked in the back left corner.
I don't know where you would go to find a more beautiful hole than the 16th here at the Augusta National Club.
Known as Redbud, number 16 was starkly different when the club first opened. Originally, the green sat on the hillside, now filled with patrons, and the tee box was right of the 15th green. Shorter than 150 yards, the par 3 played along a small creek, and in the opinion of club co-founders Bobby Jones and Clifford Roberts, played too easy for tournament play. In 1947, architect Robert Trent Jones handled the hole's overhaul. Jones, no relation to Bobby, moved the tee left of the 15th green and dammed the creek, creating the scenic pond that is now home to its own practice round tradition. The green was moved to its current home, and the significant right-to-left pitch was added. The distance set at a more challenging 170 yards.
It's sort of the biggest congregation area of people on the golf course. It's an exciting atmosphere down there.
Incredible moments happen there, career-defining moments. It was cool growing up because you get to watch that and then go pretend on the practice screen that you were going to have one of those someday.
The entire area is a patron paradise. In many ways, the most immersive on the course. Here you feel as if you are in your own world, where the proximity of holes creates a unique song and dance between the players and patrons.
He buries it.
And that's a cheer that everyone will hear. It's upset by Asteris at 15.
A symphony of roars and reactions that reverberate through the pines. Even those competing for a green jacket can't help but stop and watch the pivotal moments playing out around them. Here, a script can flip in an instant. In 1962, Arnold Palmer started the day with a 2-shot lead, but was 5 over through his first 10 holes. And when he went right with his tee shot at 16, his chances for another green jacket seemed bleak. So bleak, in fact, that Gary Player famously said to his caddy, "Nipper, we've won it." But Palmer remarkably chipped in from just off the green for birdie.
Down, 45 feet, toward the hole, and in. Flagstick, and now Palmer has scored a birdie too. A near impossible shot here.
Then made another birdie at 17 to force a 3-way playoff with Player and Dow Finsterwald. The King would shoot 68 in the 18-hole playoff to win by 3 shots. The third of his 4 Masters titles secured.
There's a third green coat for Arnold Palmer.
In 1975, Jack Nicklaus, Tom Weiskopf, and Johnny Miller all battled in one of the greatest final rounds in Masters history.
This to regain the lead.
Weiskopf leading by 1 heading into the final round, birdied 14 and 15 to lead Nicklaus by 1 and Miller by 2.
What a tremendous putt by Tom Weiskopf, and that is going to be evil music ringing in Nicklaus's ear.
With both Weiskopf and Miller standing on the 16th tee watching, Nicklaus made a miraculous 40-foot putt.
I've never seen anybody make this putt that he made. I think it melted Tom Weiskopf a little bit.
Weiskopf would go on to bogey the hole, and Nicklaus would collect his 5th green jacket.
I think a more exciting day of golf, I don't think there ever was, at least since I've been involved.
What happens here in this little alcove can make you believe in the impossible. Remember Jack's eagle on 15 in 1986? His epic charge saw him at 4 under on the second 9 as he walked to the 16th tee.
If anyone has ever owned this hole, it would be Jack Nicklaus.
I hit it. I didn't even look at it. I just knew where it was.
It's right at it.
And Jackie says, "Be right." And I said, "It is."
Oh, my.
Cockiest remark I've ever made in golf.
The spectacular shot leading to yet another birdie.
And there's no doubt about it, the bear has come out of hibernation.
And 1 hole later, setting up one of the greatest moments and calls in sports history.
Maybe. Yes, sir!
Nicklaus would go on to win his record 6th green jacket. Hole numbers 15 and 16 proving to be the ultimate springboard.
What a round. What a player.
There may be no better aficionado on 16 than the man who made that iconic call, former CBS sports broadcaster Vern Lundquist.
I knew before I ever got assigned to this that the location was spectacular. We all show up hoping that something spectacular will happen in front of you, and then kind of subjectively praying that you're equal verbally to that moment.
I am compelled to say, oh my goodness.
Lundquist retired from covering the Masters in 2024 after 40 tournaments on the mic. 25 of those spent describing the action at number 16. And oh, the moments he witnessed.
This could really be good. Nothing to it. love it. Come to Augusta and leave with a memory.
So many memorable occasions here. Most noticeably this guy named Tiger in 2005.
There was a little glimmer of like light and shadows. I hit it, it spun.
Here it comes.
The way it checked, it released and started coming down the hill.
Oh my goodness.
I knew it was good. That one little moment, it's a great shot, but how could it not go in? And then it went in.
Oh, wow! In your life, have you seen anything like that?
The shot, the reaction, the call, all instantly became part of Masters lore.
Loudest roar I've ever heard.
Tiger would punctuate the moment with a playoff birdie, sealing his 4th Masters title in style. With this sacred part of the course providing the dramatic stage for the best in the world to put on the performance of a lifetime.
The fact that we're able to return each and every year to the same venue, that's what makes all these moments so iconic. And then for me to be a part of that, just is even more special.